we are going to try something different. We want the text-based coding. So you should be able to see what I'm seeing now. If you click on blocks, you select code, make sure the simulation is off, select code, click block, and then you click the text. And you will say you're about to get rid of the block. You just say, okay, click continue. So this is your basic Arduino code. It's a basic hello world code, and it's the code that we are running. And what you can see, I'll move this to the side so we can see the LED blink. What you can actually see on here is that for two blocks, you've got the setup, which is a function, and you've got the loop, and the programming language actually is C, C++. Mostly in the hardware world, we use C and we use assembly, but Arduino has revolutionized the microcontroller world, because before you really needed to understand a lot more to be able to program these things. But these days you can write high-level language like C. So it's a C-like code. There's a lot of abstractions going on. Today we don't want to worry too much about what is going on in the background. We just want to know how the code works and what is happening. Okay. So in the setup, basically, we have a pin mode function. This is a standard function of the Arduino. And we set pin 13 because we connected our LED to pin 13. The setup will tell the Arduino what you want to use the pins for. So do you want to configure the pins of this particular chip to be an input or output, because you realize there's a lot of digital pins on there. They can be configured input, output. So these are multi-purpose pins, and also they can be configured for other stuff, but we'll talk about those other stuff as we learn more. So now all we want to say is that we are using pin 13 as an output. This setup loop, as soon as the Arduino wakes up open power, it will look at the setup loop and then to configure itself. Now the loop function afterwards will run several times, actually infinitely. So it will just wake up, configure itself, and go into the loop and run whatever is there. And if we use these functions, very simple. We simply say digital write pin 13 high, delay by 1 second, because this is in milliseconds, and then digital write pin 13 low, delay by 1 second. So if we run it, you see stays on, delay once, off, delay 1 second, on for 1 second, off for 1 second, on for 1 second, off for 1 second. And you can actually play some games, so you need to stop the simulation, and we make this 500, start the simulation, and you notice it blinks faster. And there is that trick where if you make this really low, you see as if the LED is on all the time, because it's blinking too fast than the human eye could actually perceive, but it's actually delaying. There is a delay there, but it's too fast for the human eye to see. So there is a bit of challenge in here, a bit of task, things to play around. If you are familiar with C, C++, you notice double quote means comment, so this is ignored by the compiler. And mostly, if you want to comment out several blocks, you use the block command. And the good thing is once you click enter in there, obviously, well, you can comment out a bit more. You can add a lot more features that look good, but everything in here is commented out, and I can simply do this very good feature I want you to know, I want you to do. Basically, you name all your files. So basically, and you can give a brief description in there, and so on and so forth.